What's going on, Solid Steppers? It's Miss Ward coming to you. About to make a video about subcontractors. It's nothing negative, it just comes with the territory. The reason I'm making this video because people think that you sit in a Taj Mahal and you just give orders to people. And if you want to run it like that, that's fine. But the reason why my subs have so much respect for me, because I understand what they deal with and I get out here and grind. Now, do I expect them to be perfect? Of course I would love that, but I realize they're not perfect just like I'm not. So, what would you do if you're going to redo some jobs that you send a sub out, paid well to do it, and you got to go back and fix it? How would you feel about that? Now, the younger Miss Ward would be straight snapping. I'd be like, I paid your blah, 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 blah. But the reality is, as you mature in life, you understand things happen. And what it does is it gives you an opportunity. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to grab this.
Call, please press
this
1.
is Sunday call. Interesting.
Please connecting. These are now Pittsburgh.
Laser appliance repair.
Yeah, I have the service today. I just want to make sure because I haven't heard from you guys.
You're scheduled at 3 p.m. Mr. Santiago?
Yes, I just want to make sure. That's
yeah,
all.
they send you a notification in 2 hours of the visit. You'll get a notification at 1 p.m.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So, the reality is, as I stated, I run my business on autopilot. He gets a notification at 1, but my customers are so used to the janky jank from other companies, it doesn't bother me. See, I'm answering that phone on the first ring. We're going to be out there to take care of him. He's got a gasket installed on a built-in, that job is paying about $700, $697 or something to be exact. So we're going to handle it. It is what it is. But like I stated before, you got to stay calm and cool. You see how I handle that? I'm very matter-of-factly. I'm no energy. I'm not giving the customer anything either way, because there's some people in this world, they always looking for a fight. And one thing you got to understand is that in business, you got to stay cool, because you miss great opportunities by letting your temper go. Ask me how I know, because I'm hot-tempered as hell and I know it. So, but a lot of that, there are a number of things that roll into that. Not having enough rest, not my expectations of myself, not being mad, people letting me down around me. But the reality is, for some people, that's the best they can do. When you figure out what people do, you keep them right where the hell they at. Because if you expect any more, it's a problem. Unless they're driven and strivers like you. Now that comes to my other situation. Now I got one of my partners last week. We celebrated him making, in excess of 50 G's on one job. And he was able to knock that job out in 24, 48 hours. I told him, let me go along and supervise so I can at least get 5 just for being there. Having his back just in case somebody jumped and got froggy, you know what I mean? But the reality is, you gotta be flanked by successful people. Like, not all the guys subscribe like I do to 7 days. A lot of them have families, or they're young in their marriages, and they're doing those things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be investing in them kids. You're supposed to be investing in your wife, because that's who supports you and lets you have peace during the week. Get your priorities in order. Me, I'm a little different story. I kind of, I'm out here doing me. Let's just put it there. I'm going to leave that right there, because people get in trouble for their personal lives on YouTube, which I think is funny. But hey, it's the name of the game. So, as I stated, I am moving toward my goals of success, and I'm going to, this is what I'm talking about, my catch-all. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to go meet this guy. He doesn't even know I'm coming. He's supposed to be headed that way. Now, 9 times out of 10, I'll be there before he gets there. He has some personal things to handle today. But he's one of my brothers from the islands. He's a little laid back. So it used to piss me off, and then I realized that's just his cultural situation. So he doesn't mean any harm by it, And he's really a quality tech when he puts his mind to it. I just have to remind him every now and then about that. But I stated dealing with technicians and dealing with subcontractors, it's a different dynamic. You gotta understand, most of the subcontractors I deal with have their own businesses. So they'll squeeze mine in because they know they're going to get paid. At the same time, the ones, and it's a distinct difference between the ones that have their own businesses who don't. The ones who don't have their own businesses, oh my God, really? I'm babysitting an employee. It's like insane. But, you know, they need that spare cash. So they go and do the job. But the choices they make sometimes really suck. You know, because they don't make it from a business owner point of view, they make it from a W-2 point of view. What do I mean by that? Like, prime example, I got one guy, he went out to a job, he couldn't call for water on the job, like he installed an ice maker. Now he knew that he couldn't get it to call for water, but he didn't damn tell me. He didn't see it was fit. Now, as a boss, you want to let somebody know, because at the end of the day, when I got the call from the customer that there was no ice, then at least I had some idea. You know? So he says, oh, I'm going to just put the old ice maker back in. And I told him, I said, dude, I got the valve to go with that. You know what I mean? Like, when I give them parts, I get them the ice maker and the valve, because I've been doing it long enough that I know stuff can happen. Who gave him the right and the decision to decide to take the old one out? The customer paid for the ice maker. You're going to leave it in there, and anything we miss, we're going to handle it pro bono. Like, that's how I move. But I don't know what they're thinking, man, because they don't understand, because they never see it from the customer's point of view. You take the old one out and put the new one in. Take the new one out and put the old one in if you want to, and see what happens. But that, I mean, I never understood. But now I realize that when you're dealing with different kind of people, it's a different kind of vibe. It's just like you work in construction, painting, any of the services, and you hire somebody to work during the week, they get paid, they might disappear for 3 days. I'm not trying to deal with them kind of people, because I don't want that person roaming around in my customers' homes, because their character is in question. If you got some type of habit, you get missing when you get paid, that right there is a red flag. It just is what it is. But you got to pay attention. So all y'all that want to get out here and have some subs, okay. Like some of my subs, I have to put their ass on the bench. I don't even call them, because I have plenty. And I don't call them because I don't want to deal with the attitude. I already seen the shade. I've seen some stuff I didn't like. So I'm not going to argue with grown men and women. I'm just going to make the proper moves for my business. And the proper move for my business is to ramp up my game as much as possible technically. Focus on jobs that are high profit, quick turnaround, that I can knock out myself, so just in case they don't show up, I got it. That's the game plan. It's not rocket science, you know. Control what you can control, and implement what you need to implement to protect yourself and your company. It's that simple. So that's my spiel on subcontractors. You know, so realize this. A lot of people want to get into business and they want to run it remotely and have these people go out and do this. You got like managing people are easy. You're managing personalities, you're managing work habits, among other habits. You're managing people's personal issues that affect your business. But they're drama queens, man. Like, I could tell y'all stories, but to me it's just funny, because I did it the entire while I was in automotive. I managed several shops with a lot of prima donna technicians who realized that there were very few of them that were trained and could, you know, do what they do. I'm telling you, I watched the game all day long. And I learned how to work with these people and utilize their skill set. I would take their skill set and put it into my personal toolbox. And whenever I needed it, I made sure I maintained the relationship. But no one's going to ever agree how you go to business. A lot of my guys ask me all the time, I don't know how the hell you stay in business, you spend so much money. What they don't understand is that I have multiple streams of revenue. And I have multiple streams because I'm smart. And I'm smart and I'm applying them. I'm growing them every day, from government contracting to coaching and consulting. I'm doing what I got to do to make sure that in long term I'm good. Now, I can't help that everybody don't think like me. That's not my problem. My thing is, if your business is jacked up, you want to get your numbers in order, you want to start making some profit, and you want to breathe, then you need to call me, Sword. I mean, I got the reviews that speak volumes. You know, we've helped a lot of people, and from the heart, you know, I check on these people even when the coaching is over. I'm constantly in their ear, like, look, what up, what up, what up? Because I want them to do well, and because I can see things in them in the beginning, I'm very clear about pressing people on where they need to accomplish and grow, and giving them the tools to do so. That's called being a real mentor and a real coach. So to all those who have invested in me, I just want to say thank you. And that's your subcontractor conversation for the day. I'm trying to wake my ass up, y'all. Woo-hoo. For real. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a phenomenal day and enjoy your Sunday.